So welcome to nothing. Welcome to much ado about nothing. Welcome to the simplicity of salvation. And again, disclaimer, I'm not special, I'm not spiritual, I'm not enlightened, I'm not anything. Just a guy who from day dot has wanted to know the nature of reality, as born with this desire to. And here I am 55 years old, and I'm not a spiritual teacher. I'm a CEO of a company. I have a quiet, reclusive life. I have a peaceful life. And there is absolutely nothing from this plane of existence, this world, that I want. Nothing anymore, nothing. Yes, I still enjoy riding a motorcycle. Yes, I still enjoy intimacy. Yes, I still enjoy coffee and cigarettes, but there's no desire for anything. And before you think, oh my gosh, I'm missing out, is that's what's going to happen when the reason we do whatever we do is to maximize our pleasure, minimize our fear and guilt, minimize that emptiness inside. When it's full of self, of the love we are. Now, these are just words. When it's filled with peace, when it's filled with joy, you don't have to do anything. It's already there. All those things you did, the need for parties and meetings and dinners and getting out and excitement and adventure and conquer the world and create empires, all of that just subsides because you already are the very essence of what you hope to gain once you achieved your dreams, your fantasies, your desires. Once it's there. Well, what does that mean? Do I sit in a cave now all day long and just, beg for money? I sit and meditate all day long, or, do retreats? No, just carry on. I follow my nature. I'm strategic. I'm a strategist. I'm a marketeer. I'm philosophical. I'm creative. And I apply. And so nothing stops. But the conflict dies, and the need for dies. And if an A-type soul pops out of nowhere and tempts you into, you're not going to beat yourself up. What did I do to create this? You deal with the A soul in the nicest possible way. And then you sometimes go back and you contemplate, okay, where was my thoughts that made me experience this manifestation? Or was it just an attack thought trying to manifest itself that I wasn't aware of? Or am I now simply helping the world I am get rid of an obstacle to peace that could have become a problem to an innocent, fractured part of myself down the line? And you deal with it. Well, trust me, there'll be no guilt or sorrow or worry. Did I act in the right way? If you're questioning, is it coming from God? Did I act in the right way? It didn't. When it comes from source, when it comes from self, when it's inspired, inspiration, clarity comes. If you're doubting, if it's clarity, it wasn't clarity. It comes with clarity. There is no doubt. And if the doubt once arises, once you've acted, you realize it's just the error. What's the error in the program? Ego mind, trying to pull you back into the error of the ego mind. The direct path is a very simple path. Becoming aware of oneself is not difficult. So if I was to ask you right now, are you aware? Guys, it's not a spiritual question. I don't have to be some Guruji, whatever, sitting in a mountain on my bumper in a lotus position to sound like. It's just simple. Are you aware? Of course you are. You're aware. I've just asked you the question. You're aware of your body. You're aware of your surroundings. You're aware of the breath you're taking. You're aware of the screen you're looking at. You're aware. Awareness is not, oh, he's aware. Aware is what we are. You're aware. You're aware of shit and you're aware of happy. You're aware. Oh, he's reached awareness. No, no, no. You don't reach awareness. You are aware. From the minute the baby comes through the tomb and it opens its eyes and takes a deep breath and looks up at nothing, that's it. It's aware. What is it aware of? Now that's a very different story. But aware you are. And what is aware? And we all call that part which is aware. So I am aware. I'm aware. I. And so we now think that the I and me and the I and you is different. No, it's one I. There's simply one I. But we've been told to identify. And the minute we identify, we no longer realize the I. Because the minute the identity comes in, it's lost. But you're aware. And you're aware of the content of your experiences. And the content of your experiences consists of all the experiences you've wanted to have, and every single failure of your fantasy has become that which you resist, and what you resist persists. And that's why we lead lives of suffering, because what is suffering but the perpetual resistance of the perpetual repeating of the thing we most resist. And then while you resist it, it persists. Become aware right now. Right now, go into your library of thoughts. And what's the one thing that pitches up all the time that pisses you off the most? Become aware of it. It's become aware of that one little fairy that hangs out in the tree that pisses you off because it just wheezes on you every time you walk underneath it. There it is. Like, wow, you couldn't wee any other time. You had to wee every time. Now you're angry with the fairy. Is that an absurd thought? Yeah. Fairies are so annoying. They taste good, though, on a nice Saturday afternoon barbecue if you grill them with Portuguese peri-peri sauce. Very tasty. That's it. It's a thought. It's an annoying thought. No matter how ridiculous you think, that's what gets to you. Think of the betrayal thought. Oh, she just could never be faithful. Think of the you got lied to. They're constantly lying to me. They couldn't commit. Oh, just, they just couldn't be themselves. They couldn't commit. Think of whatever. I've now delved into my own little box of things that annoy me. Oh, it wants to control the situation all the time. Okay, well, think about those thoughts and realize that every attack thought, because we call a thought that disturbs us an attack thought. See how everything that annoys you is connected to an unforgiven past activity. Even if it just happened half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago, when the landlord walked in and wanted to rearrange your lounge. It just happened. It's already in the past. Now you're upset now. It's always connected to a past activity. And of course, it's always connected to people, places, things, events, and occasionally fairies in a tree, if you're that way inclined. And it's always based on failed expectations, because fairies aren't supposed to piss on you when you walk underneath a tree. People aren't supposed to betray you. They're not supposed to lie to you. They're not supposed to be unfaithful. They're not supposed to try and control everything. And so they're supposed to be good, but they weren't. They lied, they cheated, they betrayed. Yeah, but are they doing it right now? They are. The minute you think about it, it's back into your body. See how it makes you feel fearful that it's going to happen again in the future. And the future fantasy you wanted, where that person, that fucking fairy, was supposed to be just amazing and love you and hold you and be with you all the time. and just never lie, never cheat, never steal, and never try and control everything. It was supposed to be just amazing, and things were meant to flow because it's your fantasy story and you wanted to be amazing, which means you wanted to control the shit out of it. I'm not controlling. Yes, you are, because you wanted your fantasy. What is an expectation? But an expectation of it being an outcome, and an outcome which is controlled through your expectations. Do you not realize how it's playing it out? Yeah, but they keep cheating. They keep lying because you lie to yourself. Because you teach yourself. You cheat yourself of your truth. And so people will show you the cheating back at you to make you realize, hang a second, you're cheating yourself. And when your fantasies don't play out and people are constantly repeating the infidelity, the lying, the cheating, the stealing, the whatever it is, you feel helpless because my fantasy isn't turning out. You feel hurt, and turns into boo-hoo or one or the other. The feminine goes into boo-hoo-hoo. The masculine, not male, female, the masculine goes into grrr. Teeth come out, the horns come out, the tail comes out, and the boo handkerchief comes out. Same thing, two ways that we react to it. And what is suffering but the repetition of the same thought over and over and over again because it's not playing out how we want it to. It makes you want to scream. And it makes you anxious because you think it's going to happen again. What is anxiety? The fear of the repetitive pattern that you didn't want to happen again. So that's the anxiety. And it makes you restless because now you're looking for that little fairy. Every time you walk underneath the tree, it's going to piss on you. And now you start to get angry because now you can't stand in the shade just in case a fairy pisses on you. And there's this emptiness inside because why do fairies do this? Fairies aren't supposed to do that. That little fairy is supposed to be nice and supposed to grant me 3 wishes and supposed to turn into a princess every now and again when I need 11 minutes of pleasure and silence thereafter. But no, it sits on the tree and waits to piss on me. That little thing has betrayed me. That's what we do. We make up these stories of what people are supposed to do and what this world is supposed to be and what God is supposed to be and who in between is going to save us. The deity, the guru, the Jesus, the Ramana Maharishi, the Papaji, the Muji, the Luji, and every other holy G-fuck. No one's coming to save you. There's nothing to save you from. No one saves you when you're fast asleep. Imagine someone woke you up in the middle of the night and said, oh, I've come to save you from your sleep. You'd be more pissed off. And why doesn't God just pull us out of this? Because you'd be pissed off with God if he woke you up from your miserable fucking fantasy. Try it. Say to your husband, wife, hey, do me a favor. Pick a time in the middle of the night and wake me up from my dream. Save me from my dream. Wear a helmet just in case I smack you with a baseball bat out of my rage. You don't want to be woken up. Why? Because you love your fantasy. And the characters in your dreams, which is us, we're so shit scared of death because we're afraid of that little wooden box in the ground. We're afraid of never having existed at all. We're afraid of losing our identity, our stories, our past lives, our specialness, our spirituality. Ooh, look at me, I'm spiritual. I'm a Reiki master. Reiki master. There's no such thing as a fucking master. Come say master in South Africa. Don't pass go, don't collect $200. It's straight to jail. Master is a slave owner. We don't say master in South Africa. Is it hitting home? Am I shocking you? If you're not insulted by me, you're not growing. And if you're insulted by me, it's not me. It's you needs to practice. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Lord God, or your being is not insulted. Your identity is. That empty void, it's all but empty. It's full of self. But it's a void to the ego that cannot access it. To the ego mind, the identity cannot access truth. So if it cannot access truth, it seems like a big black hole. Empty, devoid of everything. Yet it's full of what is real and everything else isn't. If you had no thoughts of yesterday, of the past, someone zapped you with a laser right now and all memory disappeared, would there be any fear of the future? Could you be unhappy if there's no thought of the past? And we've all read the books and be here now. Shoo, wow. Let's be here now. Now is all there is. Now is the present. The present is the now. Be here now, meaning no thoughts about yesterday. No thoughts about 2 minutes ago. No thoughts about tomorrow. Be here now means be quiet, be present, be aware. And you're already aware. You don't need to learn to be aware. You're already aware. Yeah, this little pause is becoming uncomfortable. Just going to say something. There's something wrong with my sound. He hasn't said anything for the last 4 seconds. Let's do this right now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Center. What does it mean to center? Center in yourself. Be quiet. Go quiet now. Let go of all the thoughts. Let go of the past. Any thoughts of the future. Let go of all the contents of your present, past, future experiences. You're aware. You're aware of my voice, aware of your surroundings. And I want you to soften your awareness. Soften. You're still there. You haven't faded. You're not dying. Nothing's going away. Be aware it's everywhere. Awareness is everywhere. And right now, you are here. You are everywhere. Empty. Just let go. Empty sensations. Empty emotion. Empty feelings. There's a pain somewhere in your body. Empty your attention from there. Center. Bring the attention back to the center. Be aware of that. Right now, hold on to nothing. No memory. No diary. No to-do list. Just here now. Right now, right here, no memory. All memory's gone. All expectations gone. If a thought pops up, don't push the thought away. Return to the emptiness. Return to the silence. Don't resist the thought. Just take your attention away from the thought, bring it back into the here now. Center. If you're not giving the thought attention and you return to the center, you're giving the thought to the silent, all-pervading stillness of the void, of the center. If you're not paying attention to the thought and you return to the silence, the thought in you goes into the silence. You're giving the thought to the silence. This is what surrender means. You're surrendering the thought into the silence. This is what A Course in Miracles means when you give your woes to the Holy Spirit. For the Holy Spirit is the holy silence, the holy self. Thought pops up. Don't fight the thought. Don't observe the thought. Don't investigate the thought. Don't play with the thought. Don't push it away. You just return your attention to the center. Surrender the thought. Center. Here I am aware. I am aware of my center. The center, which is my self. Empty of thought, empty of the past, empty of no future. I am here now in the center. My center. The center I am. Remain there. Stay empty. All sensations gone. Present. It's silent. Are you still aware? What is aware? I am aware. The I that is aware is the I that observes the awareness, which is I. I am that I am. I am aware. I am awareness. That is the Christ mind. Aware, I'm aware. No thought, therefore no past, therefore no future, just the silent stillness. The all-pervading, silent self, the right mind. Sink into it deeper, lighter, lighter. The infinite lightness of being. This is the primordial essence. Before form, before time, before space, before anything mattered. This is your natural, essential nature. This is the self. This is the life force. This is love. We're still having a conversation. So now you can answer me as I ask you the questions. What's left? What's left in the sign? Describe what's left. What qualities does it have? Does it have a shape? Does it have size? Does it have form? Does it have features? Can we take a selfie of it? Can we capture it on a movie? Do we need a really big lens? Does it have a boundary? Does it have an edge? Where does it stop? Where did it start? Is there a beginning and an end to this? Can it change into something else? Is there a limitation to it? Is it fleeting? Or is it always here? Eternal? Is it an emotion? Is it a feeling? Is it a sensation? Does it make any sense at all? Is there a high to it? Low? Or a mood? Is this an experience? Or am I aware? Is it cruel? Is it nasty? Does it have intentions? Has it got ambitions? Can it be harmed? Can it be hurt? Can it be captured? Is it happy? Is it sad? Has it got any emotion at all? Does it have hopes or fears? Beliefs, philosophies? Can it be anxious or depressed or sad or angry or happy? What does it believe in? Do you need to sacrifice anything? Can it be improved, enhanced? Does it cost you anything to become aware of it? Or are you aware? Are your thoughts dependent on it? Is it dependent on your thoughts? Do you need to be intelligent to understand it? Is this difficult? Or are you aware? Does it ask any questions? Is it unhappy with what is? Is it searching for something to be itself? Does it make anything personal? Does it belong to you or anyone else? Touch it? Is there space to it? Does it exist in time? How far is it from you? Do you need to travel to get there? And when you travel, does it go anywhere? Or are you aware? Can you improve it? Is it competitive? Can it be better than before? Or is it everywhere? And everyone and everything. Timeless, with no distance. It is the essence of everything. Everything is taking place in that awareness. How far did you have to travel to go to reach it? What did you have to give up to know it? What sacrifice did it ask of you? Did you have to stop behaving in a certain way to be aware of it? Does it need a book to guide you how to get there? Did you really need me to tell you about this? Or has it always been there? Are you aware? Does it need to be understood? Does it need to be written about? Is it special at all? Or the most natural essence of self? Did you need to transcend several levels to get there? Did you need to die to become aware of it? Is it anything but that which you are? Do you think you're imagining it? Does it require your attention for it to exist? Do you need to become anything to become aware of it? Has it always been here? Has it always been you? Your awareness is what you are in your most fundamental, essential self. Does it care about your name? Does it care what you do? Does it care what you own? Whether you're alone or with a family, whether you're in a jail or in a church. Do you need to become anything for it to make itself known to you? Or are you aware? You are aware that you are that awareness. Do you realize this is our real self? It's the same in all of it. We're all aware of it right now. Everyone watching this is aware of it right now, and we're aware of the same awareness, the real self, the self-aware Son of God I am. You realize it lives forever. The infinite lightness and awareness of being. Do you realize this is you? This is the Christ. The mind aware of itself, even while you're in your dream. Wow. Okay, so how do we use this now? What can we do with this? Can we use this to manifest? Can't do anything with it. It is. Everything is done in it. It is that in which everything is contained. Can't use it now. can't manipulate it, can't concentrate it, package it, project it. Everything's in it. Does it have any intention? Can you push it into intention? If you notice the moment we're trying to control it, we're losing the awareness of it. You're coming out of it, trying to control it, trying to control anything in actual fact. Let's relax. Let it go. Empty the mind. Empty the thoughts. Go quiet. Am I aware? Are you aware? Abide there. Do you realize that you're aware even though you're listening to me? Aware of the room, aware of your body, still breathing. You're always there, here, everywhere, now, where it is always aware of the awareness. It is the awareness I am. Now, do you realize I am that I am? If a thought pops in now, the fairy's back. Return to the awareness. Don't investigate the thought now. You've done this self-inquiry. Once is enough. You now know the thought has no source. You now know it's trying to appear to you as if it's real. We just return to the silent awareness. Awareness, that silence, is everything we've been searching for. We've been searching for the awareness we are. This is our true self. This is our true, one true, indivisible essence energy. This is our truest nature. We are this silent awareness. This is always present. It's always here now. It's always here now, everywhere. And if it's always here now and everywhere and everything exists in it, it must be omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. It must be God. The essence I am is the essence what created me. I am that I am. I am the extension of all that I am here now and into eternity. This is our true essence. This is our true self. This is the presence of the self, same essence, of the one indivisible self that we have named God. Always here. It is the awareness of the awareness I am. I and the awareness are one. I and my Father, awareness, am, are, forever will be one. One indivisible self. One indivisible mind, energy, spirit, God. you that knowingly, beloved. Thank you for joining me.